The Edge at 11 starts now.
Tonight on The Edge, a battle rages on in Genesee County and across the nation as predators target and traffic children, often in plain sight.
Tonight, the sheriff there hosted a star-powered town hall with warnings that every parent needs to hear. Fox 2's Tanisha Cordell was there.
Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson says his ghost team has actually had to shift, focusing now more on tracking predators hiding out online. It's a silent threat, he says many families do not realize is happening until it's too late.
There's no community that's immune from it.
That reminder hitting home during an intimate town hall in Holly Thursday. Renowned journalist Chris Hansen and actress and advocate Marisol Nichols joining the sheriff, warning families of the growing human trafficking crisis and fight against predators.
Why would you think a school teacher or a gym teacher or another father or a coach is going after your kid? But because of the internet, because of games, apps, social media, any part of it, they can reach your child, period.
The trio sharing details of a ghost sting they went on Wednesday night right here in Genesee County, exposing 3 predators now behind bars.
One drove an hour and a half to our operation here in Genesee County. We're seeing people coming from other countries that are here, either illegally or, in last night's case, on a work visa since 1994 out of El Salvador. These people that do this are doing it because it is premeditated, it's intentional. And to that point, that's what needs to catch people's attention.
The panel discussing the reality of more children and teens being groomed online, becoming victims of sextortion.
And I have sat with multiple sets of parents who've lost their children to suicide because of this. The problem's not going away. So the solution, a big part of the solution, is the relationship between parents and their children.
Sheriff Swanson hoping this helps start those conversations at home.
They are experts at being concealed and to finding victims. The game has changed, but we've changed with it.
According to the ghost team, just tracking down one predator can save up to 25 victims. If you or someone you know needs help, contact local police. Reporting in Holly, I'm Tanisha Cordell on The Edge.
Detroit police are investigating after a frightening shootout on the city's east side.
A woman allegedly opened fire at a repo man who was trying to take her vehicle. Fox News' Lauren Edwards has more on how it all went down.
They were shooting down there. This car was getting repossessed, I guess, and they were shooting bullets down the street as this guy was coming down the street.
Mark Allen says he's lived near Nottingham Road and Meringue Avenue for 45 years, and he's never seen anything like Thursday's shooting.
Whoever it was shooting, they shot a lot of bullets down this way.
Detroit Police Chief Todd Bettison says at 2:58 p.m. officers were out on routine patrol on Nottingham when they saw a woman with a handgun firing shots at a vehicle.
We believe at this time from the information that the car owner came and tried to stop the repossession, said something to the effect of "you're stealing my car," and fired multiple shots at the repo man and his truck.
He says police immediately jumped into action.
Our officers fired shots at the woman, subsequently striking her multiple times.
In the arm and leg, Bettison says she suffered non-life-threatening injuries and is in temporary serious condition.
Being a repo individual, having that job is a dangerous occupation, but you know, a person should never resort to violence over property.
Chief Bettison says that charges are possible, and he also says that the officers and the repo man were not injured in the shooting. Reporting in Detroit, Lauren Edwards on The Edge.
New tonight, a Warren man now facing charges accused of having child porn and using a computer to commit a crime. State police say they started investigating Richard Call III after discovering he was watching child porn online. Troopers then searched his digital devices and arrested him. He'll be in court next week.
A motorcyclist is dead after being rear-ended on I-75 in Detroit. Police said the victim was riding northbound on a 3-wheeled motorcycle near Grand River early this morning when he was rear-ended by an SUV. The impact caused the motorcyclist to lose control and crash while the SUV rolled over. The motorcyclist was pronounced dead at the hospital. We're told he was a 33-year-old from Sterling Heights. He was not wearing a helmet.
Meanwhile, a violent crash in Waterford has left a child in critical condition. It happened Wednesday evening at the intersection of M59 and Cass Lake Road. Police say a teen driving a Jaguar disregarded a red light, hitting a white Ford Escape. The impact left the Jaguar's driver and everyone in the Escape injured, including a 10-year-old passenger who was hospitalized with a serious head injury. People who drive in the area say drivers there need to slow down.
Accidents like this happen a lot over here, but that was pretty rough accident. They were going pretty high speed. Yeah, people drive kind of dangerously around here. You know, they live on the edge in this intersection. I don't know why, but it seems like people like to be lead foot around here.
Police believe drugs played a role in the crash, recovering evidence of marijuana use from inside the Jaguar. If you witnessed the crash, contact Waterford Township Police.
Well, a shooting at a barbecue on Detroit's west side sends at least 4 people to the hospital.
Police say a suspect is in custody. As Fox 2's Hillary Golston tells us, it was a scary situation for everyone there.
Theoretically, there is nothing more benign than a barbecue. But late Wednesday night, gunfire shattered the peace. And once again, we're asking the question, why did it have to end in gunshots?
It's just, oh my God. It's so sad. I mean, I wish people would be more commune, you know. This is a great block. Most of the neighbors are very friendly, you know.
I can sense that already.
Yeah, people share. We share all the time. We have a block club thing that we do with the kids.
Every time people hear about more gun violence, it can engender those feelings. It's sad, unnecessary.
We were sitting out here last night, me and a friend on the porch, with my girlfriend, and we seen a bunch of police cars down there. We kind of didn't know what was going on, and we just kind of stayed outside to see what happens. But once I seen detective cars, I kind of knew.
His inkling correct. 4 people shot. Police say they all knew each other. They were enjoying a barbecue on Meditol near Acacia Wednesday night. Around 11:30, the bullets started flying.
It was just chaotic on that end of the block. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but earlier in the day I rode by there and there was a lot of cars out there, barbecue pits in the front yard, and just an array of things.
No clear motive, no known dispute, just a warm evening that turned violent. Detroit police are also still working on what sparked all this, but they say all the victims have non-life-threatening injuries, 3 women and a man wounded. They're expected to be okay.
Hopefully we can get it under control soon, you know, so we'll see.
No dispute ever justifies this.
Nothing, not at all.
And police say one suspect is in custody. They're not sure if that person is a suspected lone shooter. They're still investigating that. Chief Todd Bettison said at a recent Silence the Violence rally that we should be encouraged by the progress we've made when it comes to gun violence. But ultimately, the fear is real. In Detroit on the west side, I'm Hillary Golston, Fox 2 News.
Turning to the weather now. A pleasant day awaits us tomorrow. You were just talking about the weather and how it's like you wait a minute and it turns and you're like, oh, I hope it doesn't turn. I think we're good.
I think we're good. It feels like it's going to stick around, hopefully for Father's Day, Rich. I know a lot of people make those plans for Sunday.
It's a Michigan thing. It changes quick around here, that's for sure. Today we had clouds. We had a couple of sprinkles around. You can see where the active weather is. Some wet weather in northern Wisconsin. Parts of the UP are going to see some rain. Also down around St. Louis. Now I want to zoom in and show you that over the last couple of hours, a couple of thunder showers have developed near Lansing. And in fact, we'll show you that good look on Sky Tracker. There's Lansing and there's I-96 out towards Grand Rapids. A couple of slow-moving thunder showers. Everything's moving off to the north and east. So for Flint, for Saginaw, up into the thumb, there could be a stray shower overnight. 75 here today. We certainly had more clouds than sunshine. It was noticeably cooler than what we had yesterday, but still pretty nice out there despite the morning sprinkles. 64 Howe, 66 Ann Arbor, 63 in Windsor, 57 up there in Port Huron. That is rather chilly. The direction of the flow tells the story. It's all out of the north and east, and that will stick around for the next couple of days because that old boundary is south of us. 45 in Sault Ste. Marie right now. That's chilly. 55 for the tip of the thumb. Mild in Columbus at 78. There's that boundary. Doesn't really make a lot of push to the north. The boundary will be a focus point for some showers perhaps a rumble of thunder. I think Saturday morning for us brings the best chance for some of those spotty showers, but then we are going to warm up nicely for Father's Day heading into next week. You're going to see it all coming up in the 70s. Comfortable for the rest of tonight. Could be a stray shower in the northern suburbs. We're down to 60. How about tomorrow? We'll call it mostly cloudy, a pleasant day Friday, up to 76. About the same for Saturday with spotty showers, especially in the morning. Father's Day looking good. And next week it is warmer. With that, it'll bring storm chances, Roop. We'll start checking that forecast for you at 4 a.m.
All right, Rich, thank you. The battle to bring a popular gas station chain to Allen Park is heating up. Folks showed up in droves to voice their concerns about building a Sheetz at Southfield and Allen. The zoning board passing specific variance requests to bring the gas station one step closer towards completion. They approved increasing the size of the driveway and brick wall, but did not pass a setback request or the installation of a bigger gas tank.
They're asking you to grant variances to these ordinances. I'm no expert, but it's my understanding that the ordinance guidelines are set by the Michigan Zoning Enabling Act, and that there are several criteria that absolutely have to be met before you can grant a variance. It can't just be because Sheetz wants it.
Appropriate and orderly development in the surrounding neighborhood. The proposed Sheetz in Allen Park is part of the company's push to bring more than 50 locations to Michigan.